Hello and welcome to another episode from Bar Security. It's been a while since I've done one, but here we go. Got a multi-lock pair of cylinders here. They need servicing. What it is on a master key system, so I'm going to have to strip them down, clean them up and repin them. So on this, the hottest day of the year in recorded history, as far as I'm aware, let's get started. This is on the multi-lock classics section. So, first thing I need to do is I need to read the key. Start with the servant key. So we got D, A, B, D, and we got 3, 2, 1, 1, 5. That's a servant. That's our master key. The master, D, D, C, A, D, and then we got 3, 3, 2, 1, 3. Simple enough. So now what we need to do, we extrapolate our numbers. So pinning is D, A, D. Then our outside master wafer is a 3. So we make that a D, a 2. So we make that a C, a 1, and D remains the same. And then we've got 3, 2, 1, 1, 3. Then we got nothing on that, so we've got 1. 1 and 1 is 2. Nothing on that one. And nothing on that one. Simple enough. Okay, now that we've extrapolated and done our maths, next thing we do is we strip down the barrels. Just check to see which. That one I don't think we need to do anything with because it's a smooth as silk. So I'm not going to touch that one. Our master key is absolutely perfect in here. Excellent. Servant key, don't know if you can see or hear that. It's a bit stiff. Same on the other side. Not so bad on that side, but still needs to be sorted. So I've got to take out circlips. Need a load bar for it. I'm going to use 2 in this case. You'll see why later on. So I've got to strip this down completely, unfortunately, because it's a master. Okay. So all our pins, our coupling, that side. We'll just pin this up fresh because it's obvious it's quite worn. And we'll do the same on our other side. Okay, so we've loaded our cylinder up. Next thing I need to do is pop our little secondary bar through. Just make sure don't drop any of the pins on the way through, which I've done successfully this time. Then we pop our cylinder clip in, so, and now we're ready to load our pins up at the point when we've done our barrels. Okay, so I'll go back to our math. So we know that our first pins are D. Okay, grab that. D being the largest pin. That's perfect. Then we've got 3 A's, which are the small ones. There's 1, 2, and 3. Then our next one on the end is another D, which is obviously the largest. Down. Okay. Now, our next is our internal pins. So we're going to do 3. Someone else, bear with me, I'll be back. You know, if I had £1 for every time I had someone call to waste my time trying to sell me something, sales calls. It seems to be a bit catchy on that side. Could be the key, or it could be the lock. Get it out there for a minute. That is supposed to be an A. Let's try another A. Just it might be the reason why it's been clicking out. Okay, so now we got our other pins we need to deal with. So we've got 3 in there. That's our first pin. That looks more like 4, doesn't it? Some of these been mixed up over the years, so it makes it a bit more difficult. So there's our 3. Then we've got 3 on the end. Now, next we've got 3, a 2, and a 1. So 3 is the thick one. I'm going to use a cover one on there, so we don't need to use internal pins on this one. 3 and a 2. Oh, it's upside down. And a 1. 1 because we've got B on the end, and that one there. So we'll pull that out. Now we check our servant key, because we've used the master key. Okay, so those 2 are right. Oh, let me 3 go. Okay, 1 is good. Now from what I see, we've got a little discrepancy on the end here, where the end isn't quite right. I'm just going to put the master back in just to check, because I think that might be a factor of the wrong pin being in the wrong box. Let's check this out. Nope, that is perfectly placed there. Okay, so it's because it's a 4. Look like a 4 on the end of that. So we might have to put a 2, I think. Grab a 2. It's one thing that's not all mixed up. Put that in. Yeah, that works perfectly. Lovely. Right, so that's all done. That's one side. It's our first plug. So now we know about a little discrepancy on that side. We can work around it because we know it's there. Right, so again, because I've got no paperwork for this one, it's doing it by eye. Sometimes the eyes can deceive. That's a C, that is not a D. I must put that in the C box. Oh, that's definitely a D. Just grab that. I want another D, double D. That looks like a D. Okay, so we've got a double D in, and the rest are all A's. Two, double 1 there, 3, and we're going to do our 3, 2, 1 on our end. 3, 2, and we need 2 3s, 3 and a 3, and we got 1 on that one. Get on the end there. Okay, that's that. Pop our master in this case our sub. Get our 2 out. Awkward. There we go. It's all looking good. I lost me 3. There it is. That's why I work over a bench. It's not quite seen right, is it? Right, so where were we? I think what I'm going to do is, because it's only a temporary cylinder and it's the old one that he just wants me to get it working for him, I think we found a problem there. Let's just stay down there for a minute. So we're going to chamfer it to allow it to ride a little easier. Just gives it a little slope. Too wide probably. We're just going to use a normal HS drill bit for that. Just make an edge off. Easier, just gives it a little bit of a slant on it, so it allows it to ride a little easier. Okay, it's all ready to go. So pop our first one in. I can pull that out there for a minute. Okay, now we pop our clip in back in on the other side. There we go, that pulls out. So, pop our cam back in. Just check that quickly. Better, works on the servant. It's a little difficult because it's not quite fully together yet. Okay, that works for me. Now we pop our coupling back in. There's no special way for this, it just pops straight in. It's not like the key and turn ones. There she goes. We pop our next one in. Go around. There we go. Now we try our master key. Works that side. Works that side. Servant key. Oh yes, beautiful that side. And the side. I can do about that. That'll smooth out. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Pop our clips in. Please hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see you on another episode. Thank you for watching.